I'm Billy McCall, the co-founder and CEO of Kintra Fibers. Kintra Fibers is a material science company, and we're creating synthetic yarns that are 100% bio-based and compostable. And we're selling our products for commercial fashion, consumer fashion rather, and most of the textile industry at large. So I'm a lifelong surfer and outdoor person. So for me, this was rather personal. Once hearing about the microfiber pollution epidemic that's happening, I figured I would take my background and skill set, which is as a polymer scientist, to try and find a solution that offered a performance product, but also was better for the planet. So that was about 6 years ago when I made the decision to start Kintra Fibers. And yeah, today we're making lots more material and making fabrics for a lot of really awesome fashion partners. So we designed our material to fit on the existing manufacturing infrastructure for PET. So that decision helps us scale rapidly. We don't have to build any new infrastructure to create our material at any scale. And it allows us to focus really on the performance and where we source our raw materials from, because ultimately that's the biggest driver of impact with regard to the environment. And also how you design your material for the end of life is equally as important. So the production process for our material is actually a bit gentler. It reduces emissions considerably compared to things like PET and nylon. We also have designed our material with the end of life in mind from the beginning. So before I even stepped in lab, it was a lot of thinking about how do we have a material that could be potentially recycled. So having a polyester, we fit to the typical chemical recycling schemes that people are coming up with for things like PET. We've also designed the material to be compostable. And the ultimate goal is to have a material that breaks down in any sort of natural environment so that it doesn't cause any sort of harm in the form of microplastic pollution. Yeah, so anything in the material space is usually going to be very capital intensive and take quite a bit of time for it to be adopted. Typically we're talking a decade or more, which sounds very daunting, but if you look at any sort of great material innovation in the past century, that's usually what happens. So you have to have a lot of perseverance. You have to make things as easy on yourself as possible, because even if you do, there's still a big challenge of, again, gaining a wider market adoption. Especially in fashion, we work in a very price sensitive area. So also, you need to think about, in your most successful time, is your material going to be close to price parity with something that you're displacing? So that would be my advice. Oof. Yeah, that's a tough one. I would just say, yeah, keep following your passions. I mean, for me, this was such a personal endeavor of mine, which makes it very easy. It's not without challenges, but when you have something that you really love and won't mind spending the next decade or so working on, that's kind of what you have to use to be successful. And yeah, go out and enjoy nature. I think that's another one too. Just remind yourself that we have this beautiful planet that we live on. So.